Oh, there we go. Buongiorno, buongiorno, ladies and gentlemen. Hold up, hold up. I'm about to start. I am. Don't you worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Zach. What's good? All right. Everybody, welcome back to the channel and another Wiz001 live stream. Finally, it's time for me to go live. Why have I not been super active lately? I was writing exams in university and that kind of sucked. Everybody, welcome aboard the Airbus A220, and the first thing that we shall do is start boarding. In order to do that, I will just quickly reach out to my crew. Hey, we're ready for boarding. All right, that was the wrong button. My bad. All right, that's great. No. So, hey, we're ready for boarding. Start boarding now. We're reaching out to the crew of ITA Airlines. And, you know, this is Say Intentions, actually, I'm talking to. And, actually, Say Intentions now has, as you might know, the integration into GSX. So, you don't need to press any, like, little button or anything like you wouldn't do in real life. No, you would just speak like you would in real life. So, as you can see, Say Intentions has... Wait, hold on. We need to reload the sim brief. I think it just didn't get the new flight plan that we signed. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, also get the fuel truck in here, please. Can we do that? So I'm just calling in through voice.
Understood, Captain. We'll call catering.
No, fuel. I'm talking fuel. Through voice, we can actually...
Understood, Captain. Fuel is handled by the apron crew.
Oh, fair
Boarding
enough.
is in progress and catering has been requested.
Okay, all good. Okay, so what we will do is we will just quickly get this airplane ready for start. So engine covers, let's go ahead and remove those. They're removed before flight covers. Let's remove this, which somehow doesn't work by the walk-around mode. No, we have to do it from the tablet inside. This is a bit of a choppy stream start, I will admit. But it's fine, everybody. The Airbus A220, which as we recently noticed actually on the channel, is the airliner that uses the littlest runway of any airliner. Oh, look at this. Alpha Flight Services, Sigma Flight Services is going to load in our catering right now. See, and that's something that we're going to take to use today. The fact that this airplane uses very little runway. Attach pushback tug. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Yeah, this plane uses very little runway, and that is going to be really, really... Hello, lady. And that is going to be... Oh, we just fell out. Anyway, this airplane is literally the jet airliner that uses the littlest of runway, and so we will put that to use once again. Let's just go ahead and turn on this airplane quickly. The external power is available, so we might as well use it. Everybody, today we're taking a flight from a little Italian island called Elba. This is the Marina dei Campo Airport, which has a 1,000-meter long runway. Interestingly, though, it has scheduled flights. Actually, you can fly here even from where I live. There is an airline that flies here. Though, all of, like, it has like a few thousand passengers a year, it has that, but it's not a controlled airport, so that's going to be interesting. And I'm assuring you that this plane will be able to fly to our destination, which is... Hold on, import the flight plan that I've got for you. We're flying to the classic Lugano. So we're flying from a quite extreme airport with a quite extreme plane to a most extreme as well. As you might know, Lugano, which is a very favorite airport of mine to fly into, it is the runway with the steepest approach in the, it has a very short runway too, but the steepest approach in the world, because we have to fly through mountains. And that I think is going to be very interesting as well. Now, what this airplane is doing basically a toss system, ATT and HTG aligning, do not taxi. And as I mentioned in the video that I made about this plane, the Airbus A220 is very smart. It does this automatically.
ITA Airways Flight 001.
Hello.
Departing from Marina de Campo Airport to Lugano Airport.
Can we open
On
this?
behalf
Yeah.
of the entire crew, my name
Hello.
is Astrid Hansen, and I am your lead flight attendant today.
Why is she closed the
We kindly
door?
ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes.
How many
Stow your
passengers
hand
has
luggage
this
in
thing
the
planned
overhead
for?
bins or under the seats in front of
115.
you.
That
If you
can't be
need
the
any
whole
assistance,
boarding.
Please do not hesitate to reach out
8
to
out
any
of
member
8
our
passengers
crew.
boarded. No,
Thank you
I
for choosing ITA Airways.
no.
and we wish you a
I
pleasant
want.
flight.
What is it? Oh my God, GSX is messed up. No, we don't want 8 passengers boarded. We want lots of them. We want all of them right now. We want 155 people boarded. No, 115 people boarded. But, you know, we're all good, looking good. We've got a lavatory here, by the way. I don't know if that's useful to you. Yeah, once again, this is kind of interesting. This is our first full flight that we're doing on the Airbus A220, and I think that could be really, really cool as well. How does this airplane work? Even though it is not an Airbus, this actually does take a little bit of getting used to. Luckily, I'm a little bit, like, let's say familiar with Bombardier planes. And as you might know, Bombardier is the airplane manufacturer that actually built this plane. Well, designed it rather. So let's go ahead and see. We want this. Perfect. Let's go ahead and just quickly set up our flight plan. This is a system that reminds me of Airbus. I mean, they're using all the same Honeywell things. But what we're going to do is we're going to uplink. We're going to get our flight plan right here. Username. Well, I've already specified it, you idiot. Well, all right. Something I can do quickly. I don't really care. You can look at my flight plan if you want. So my username is this. So that is that. Hello? User ID? What? This doesn't work. Wait, am I supposed to...
Catering is underway.
Am I supposed to enter it like this?
Vehicles are in position.
Ah! Oh, this is smart. This is me actually figuring out this airplane. That's interesting. So we enter in our numbers and our entire text down here. All right, so that is different to how other Airbus operate. So my name is Swiss W, and this is like the thing about aviation keyboards is it's always not a QWERTY, but it's actually... Wait, hold on. Let's just get the ID. But it's not a QWERTY, but it's actually an alphabet thing. So that can be a little bit annoying. By the way, so let's do this again. So we want 109er. 190 was actually. So how do I previous? No. Clear. There we go. 10431 is... I'm just like importing the flight plan from what I've planned. So that kind of makes it. There we go. Send. And it says no flight plan. That's very funny. Because it's the wrong code. Oh, great. 431. There we go. That is the right code now. There we go. Send. Pending. And it's now downloading the flight plan as we speak. It is complete. Wonderful. And so let's take a look now. It should get a route. It just didn't. Hello? Complete. Yes. All right. But why didn't it... Right. It says complete, but it won't copy it. That's very funny. Well, do I have to enter in everything myself? I'm not going to do that.
Good morning.
Maybe I can just use this iPad, honestly. See, I'm just trying to... I've never flown this plane, so this could be interesting. View flight plan. This is our flight plan. It's able to get it. It's totally fine. So this is our OFP right here. That's wonderful. It's just not really seeing it. Well, we can enter in the basics. So LSZA is definitely our destination. LIRJ. After all, this is a little domestic flight through Italy. LIRJ right there. And once again, this is an alphabetic keyboard, which is highly annoying. But we can enter it here. Perfect. LIRJ to LSZA. Once again, Lugano. Let's see if they will survive this. I hope we sure will. LSZA. Boom. Boom. Enter. Boom. Enter that now then.
Zach
Execute
Joseph
then.
Plains donated £4.99.
Hello? No!
It's in the SCC flight plan.
Oh. Now that's a little bit embarrassing. So wait, I thought that was secondary flight plan, to be honest. SEC. Copy to SEC. Oh, I thought that was like copying to the secondary flight plan, which would make sense because that's how it works in every other airliner. And actually, I'm right. You idiot. Okay? Destination as LSZA, as we already said. So you're wrong, Zach. Stop trying to like tell me stuff that's not even remotely true. So we've got LIRJ. That's great. But now we want LSZA, which is once again the code
Captain,
of...
catering is complete.
Wonderful. Which is once again the code of our destination. There we go. Finally execute that. It's just not seeing it. That's very interesting. Why not? Route? LIRJ? No, it doesn't. Set ACT to SEC
Sawyer
at the
Rosenstein
top.
donated
Okay,
$5.
fair enough. Hold on, let's see.
Set ACT to SCC at the top, then execute. Also set a keyboard shortcut in the EFB so you can type with your real keyboard into the FMS.
There we go. Finally, Sawyer Rosenstein is making a good comment. Wait, actually, you're right then. So, let's see. Wait. Set ACT to SEC. Ah! Okay. Now? Ah, look at that! Alright, I thought that was the secondary flight plan. I guess that's what we can use as well, perhaps? Activate SEC. I see now. Right. So we've got fuel, not number of passengers. 115. There we go. Let's actually really do set a keyboard to keybind. Now, once again, this is me generally having a first look at this airplane properly. Right. So we want a keybind right here. EFB settings, entry mode keybind. Let's just set like F5. There we go. And then we can enter in stuff. Oh, no, that's what I want. There we go. And boom. Wonderful. And then we want our zero fuel weight, which is going to be 50,000. 49. 40. That doesn't work. 40. F5. I can't type. Let's see again. No, that doesn't really work, does it? Well, that's a shame. Well, let's do 49. What was it? 279er. There we go. That's our zero fuel weight of the day. Our CG, it's not in here, which is annoying. I wish we could just somehow... All right, let me see sensed. Is it able to... All right, it senses stuff. That's quite fun. And our block fuel for today is 5,000, which is not a lot at all, but it's a short flight, so it's fine. It'll be fine. 5,000 kilograms. We don't care about the reserves.
Captain,
Fuel factor is 0.0. Oh, by the way, boarding has been completed. That's really nice. Hold down the shortcut, then type while... Oh, I see now. Thank you very much. This is like proper...
Hold down the shortcut and then type while holding.
Thank you very much, genuinely. It says no flight plan. That's funny. All right, let's do something else, by the way. Turn on the seatbelt signs. I mean, after all, we're already done with boarding. Emergency lights, we should arm them. And can we close the door ourselves, I wonder? Yes, we can. Yes, put on it. Oh, we're now in a... Oh, Hogwarts. What in the... Okay, we just went kind of through the plane. That's perfect. Okay, here we would arm it. That doesn't work here. But that is totally fine. Let's go ahead and get to finally talking to ATC. Now, the cool thing is the comm panel is right here. We kind of have to, plan our departure out of this interesting and small and uncontrolled airport. There is, like there always is in Europe, mostly is in Europe, there is a so-called information frequency, 123.705, which is basically an APHIS, which is really cool. 123. Can I enter in here? 123? No, I can't. That's all right. Right. So 123. What are his PC specs?
Chambello_84
maybe
donated 2
maybe
euros.
check out my
What are your
description. There's like
PC
an
specs?
Amazon link.
Him saving up for a
I don't know if
PC.
it's actually, if it's like a Core i9, that is the one I have. But it's like I have a 3080 graphics card, which I bought in 2022. I was 17. Now I'm 22. You know, do the math. It was a long time ago. So, anyway, 705 is the frequency. How do I tune into that? Like that. Wonderful. So, let's go ahead and first of all contact this guy. Our call sign is ITA, which is the Italian new airline. It's Itero. So, let's see. Marina de Campo information. Good day. Itero 001. Request runway in use and altimeter. This is an uncontrolled airport. It doesn't have an ATIS. We literally have to ask. Ask nicely.
001, runway 16 in use, left circuit, QNH 1013, wind calm.
Okay. 1013. Roger, thank you. QNH 1013, runway 16 in use. Itero 001.
At Crazy Dodge donated £2. Hello again, idiot.
Why are you this, you're not nice. Anyway, runway 16 is the one we use. So wonderful. Let's actually already request IFR clearance. I'm pretty sure we can do it at the sky. And information, hello again, Itero 001, request IFR clearance to Lugano. Why did that take such a long time to realize it? Anyway, Lugano, and we're going to use runway 16. We're going to probably just, fly straight out. Because we're going to use this runway, which is good because we pressed the motion.
001 cleared to Lugano. After departure, fly radar vectors dock me. Initial climb 4000. Departure on 130.955. Squawk 3517. Released for departure. Clearance void if not off by 0844 Zulu. Time now 0829er.
Say again, Squawk. Itero 001. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Approaching runway 16.
Ready 0 by 5 by then. Say again, IFR clearance. Delta Aviation 99, thank you very much.
Itaro 001 cleared to Lugano. After departure, fly radar vectors to dock ME, then as filed. Initial climb 4000.
This guy's mad.
Departure on 130.955. Squawk 3517.
Itero 001 clears to Lugano. Radar vectors dock me. Climb and maintain 4000. 130.955. Departure, squawk 3517. And clearance void if not off by 9er for Zulu. Itero 001. Perf. Alright, so runway 16 is the one we want indeed. And somehow I think this plane is still like a little bit weird. For example, what doesn't work is like the map range. When I try to zoom in, which we can do with this here, I don't get like an airport map or anything. In fact, we got a really like lackluster map overall that I really don't get. We maybe get the terrain, probably not. It doesn't work. But it's okay. All good. Perfect. So let's go ahead and activate the SEC. Execute that.
At Crazy
Wonderful.
Dodge
We're gonna
donated
fly to
£2.
Dockme.
Sorry.
Don't worry. So we're going to set our initial altitude to 4,000 feet and our initial heading to 160 because after all, we're going to fly off of runway 16. So that's what we want. So that's wonderful. We can just set the speed to 250. We're going to kind of like not fly the way that Airbus, Bombardier intended. So yes. Now, let's go ahead and close. Whoa, the lag is horrible. Okay, let's close this and get ready for pushback. So we are going to just contact the frequency of 119er.9er. Wonderful. Niner. That's sometimes hard to read. There we go. Niner. How do I tune? There we go. Cockpit to ground. Please prepare plane for pushback. So, get rid of the stairs and stuff. Wonderful. Everything else is great. Door is still open. That will change in a second. Since we're about to... Why is no one hearing this? Hello? 119.9 is the one we want. Cockpit to ground. Radio check. Hello? Oh, in Italy. Nobody wants to work.
001, reading you 555.
Okay. Prepare the plane for pushback.
Roger, stand by for pushback.
Right. Wonderful.
Roger, stand by.
Okay, there you go. Now it's finally working. Idiot.
Ground to flight deck, stairs are operating.
Good. Get rid. Get rid of everything.
Ground to flight deck, unable to push. Ground services are still connected. Please disconnect all equipment and advise when ready.
I think we haven't removed the chocks, so fair. So let's remove the GPU, remove the covers, and yeah, we're basically ready. We've got tons of warnings right here that I'm kind of worried about. FMS fuel issue should be okay actually. Let's see. We have 16% of fuel, which will definitely be enough. I might have not properly set it up or something like that, but we're totally fine. So once
Ground
again,
to flight deck, stairs operation completed.
runway 16 is the one we're going to
Ground
use.
to flight deck, departure clearance has been requested. Stand by.
Okay, all good. So they're moving everything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tune back to the information frequency and literally ask the most diabolic thing that anyone's ever asked, and this can only happen in the Swiss 01 live stream.
Ground to flight deck, tug connected.
Okay, wonderful. Marina de Campo information. Hello again. At Itero 001 request pushback information. Yes, we're requesting pushback information. I'm not kidding. I mean, the thing is, they cannot give us like
Arrow 001, push and start approved. Face north.
push and start approved. Face north. Itero 01. Okay, perfect. Park brake is released and push north Ataro 001. Yes, we're pushed. So let's go ahead and turn on the APU bleed real quick. And it's automatically on all the time. So wonderful.
Ground to flight deck, all engines clear, start at will.
Yes. So auto. Oh yeah. This. Sometimes I forget how easy this plane is to start up. It's just literally this button. So it's very easy. So all it needs to do is, there we go, N2 compressor is spooling up. Hydraulic pump 2 Bravo is off because I've turned it off accidentally. We've got APU is on still. No PED, whatever that means. I think it's no personal device.
Ground to flight
something
deck,
like that.
set parking brakes.
Parking brake set. Okay, looking good. So as you can see, N2 compressor
Roger, parking
is
brake
there.
set.
We've got... Yeah. Auto throttle. That's all right. What else do we need? This engine isn't turning on the way I want it to turn on. It's at 12.2%. The issue there might be that no fuel is coming in, but fuel should be coming in. There's basically no way to disable fuel. There's basically no way to do it wrong. It's all on auto. So actually, no, it works. So this plane just takes its time to start. Very good. So this is the beautiful Marina de Campo Airport. We've been pushed back accordingly. Almost crashed into this A320, which definitely wouldn't fly here in real life. But we're going to simply taxi to runway 16. And, yeah. Let's go ahead and turn on engine number 1 as well, since we are good with engine number 2. Yeah, so let's turn on the lights. Some of them, at least. And, yeah, we should be totally fine. Something I'm going to already do is predict that we've got a good engine start, because we've got to kind of get going. Cockpit to ground, we have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Let's set the flaps to... Actually, let's try...
Roger, copy, good engine start. Disconnecting tug now.
Wonderful.
Stand by for confirmation that ground crew is clear.
Wonderful. Something I'm going to do quickly is try to do a takeoff performance, which is Not gonna work. Sync weather. Why won't it do it? I don't know, but we can try to calculate it. And missing data. Well, you have the ability apparently to synchronize weather, but you don't. Right into compo info. Hello again. Terra 001. Say again wind, and temperature and altimeter. Although the altimeter apparently is 1013, which seems good. So everything is good. The engines are turning on.
Ground to flight deck bypass been removed.
Yeah. Right into compo information. A request wind, temperature, and altimeter. Itaro 001. Come on, let's go.
Itaro 001, winds calm, temperature not available, QNH 1013.
Is there no weather station? Okay, roger. Thank you. Itaro 01. QNH 1013. That's kind of odd. So we're going to just say 20 degrees outside temperature, 000. Like that. And altimeter is 1013. That sounds like a bit of an issue. Let's see what it's calculating. Is it going to calculate? It says runway too short. Well, that's fine. That's just fine, right? Runway too short. No one. I actually assure you that it won't be a problem. So, by the way, let's get into ACT here and try to see where performance is. So we want takeoff thrust. Our TO1 we want. So TO1, we probably want more than that, to be honest. Well, who cares? All right. And then we want 114 as our first V1 right here. So 114. I can't actually type here. That's kind of annoying. 114. There you go. And then we want 120 and 130. So our rotation speed, we're going to take off at 120 knots. 130 knots will be our V2. Could flex temperature, none of that is really given. We say flaps 2, which is interestingly high, but I'll take it. Oh, we could just send it to FMS. That's actually really dumb of me. That's funny now. All right, we could have just done that. But we can set this V speeds right here. Perfect. Yep, we are just fine. TO1 is the one we want, and that is wonderful. So let's go ahead and arm the flight director. And I think the auto throttle arm that as well. So this plane's gonna nicely fly off. All right, so this has taken a long time. It's time to release the parking brake and ask for taxi information. Right, a Compro Itaro 001 request taxi information, which is going to be stupid because it's just taxi to runway 1. Honestly, that's kind of redundant. No one cares. Oh, yeah, bleed source needs to go to engine. Okay, fair enough.
Itaro 001, taxi to runway 16 via the main taxiway. Hold short of the runway.
Taxi holding point runway 16 via main taxiway. Itaro 001. There's only one taxiway, so it's the main. So it's the taxiway. Let's turn off really quickly the APU, and we are good then. Other than that, turn on the nose wheel steering, and we're ready to roll. Let's do that then. Oh yeah. Oh, we can hear the whale sounds of the A220. Oh god. I cannot brake. This airplane's at full power. What? Is it the auto throttle? It was the auto throttle that doesn't let me. That's not realistic. This plane went full power because I yanked up the throttle a little bit, and so it decided to say, hey, yeah, you definitely want full power, don't you? That's wrong. I didn't want. And also, I braked the airplane. I braked. I did brake. And the toga just kept on going. Normally that would have been sort of like a... anyway, I don't care. Marina de Campo information. Itaro 001, holding point, runway 16, ready for departure.
Taro 001, winds calm, no reported traffic, take off at your discretion.
Taking on runway 16, Taro 01. Now, I'm kind of worried about my ability to control the nose wheel steering, because I seem to be unable to do that. Maybe because I haven't... Hold on. Maybe this is a bit of a skill issue in this case. The nose wheel tiller, as you call it. Nose wheel steering axis. I haven't assigned it now. I have set it up. There we go. It's like this twisting thing with the joystick. Then it works. Perfect. And this airplane, yet again, it proceeds to go full power.
Auto thrust.
It proceeds to just go full power, even though I didn't even ask it to. That's really dumb. All right, let's go full power. Come on. Come on, nose wheel tiller. Dear, okay, well, the nose wheel steering is kind of useless in this plane, isn't it? Well, great job. Anyway, we're taking on number 16. Who cares? So, great steering we've got here that proceeds to have, like, this is, like, the way we steer does not really correlate to the way the animation goes. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of like triggering me. Anyway, there is an auto flight fault. Well, it seems the auto throttle is kind of at fault at this point. But all right, we're taking off from a not 1,000-meter long runway, and honestly, it's not going to be an issue, genuinely. So we're going to do quick, like, not do a nice one. We're just going to nicely take off out of here, and I cannot wait to finally see what it's like to do a full flight on this thing. How does the flight management computer work? How does this airplane, like, you know, fly? And what we're going to do now is we're going to backtrack nicely here, line up again on runway 16, and take off as well. We can turn on the auto throttle, to be honest. We can do that. I guess maybe this is a realistic feature. Bombardier, I don't know. They would be dumb enough because of all other, like, for example, Boeing. You arm the auto throttle, then you press the toga button to take off. So, and that's not what happens here. This airplane, yet again, I think it wants to do is it wants to go full power. There we go. Now it's locked into full power.
Auto thrust. Auto thrust.
Nope. Oh, come on, turn faster. Now the problem is I haven't set up differential thrust. But like what I'm saying is, like, this nose wheel steering is kind of useless at steering. Come on. This is full steering. What is this? We can't even do a 180 turn at all. That's genuinely annoying.
Runway 16.
All right. What? All right. Perfect. Anyway, we have lined up onto runway 16. Absolutely realistically. Can we press the toga buttons? No. I think this airplane has like an Airbus style auto throttle. That's fine. Let's just go, put the auto throttle on, and release the brakes, and let's go fly, finally. So, runway 16 identified, of course. Airspeed is alive, cross-check. And we're doing good. I haven't set up the QNH, but it's fine because it's 101 tree, so that's totally fine.
On runway
18 knots.
remaining. 2,900 feet.
V1. Rotate. Holy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have taken off from Marina de Campo Airport. The auto trim is doing something. Whoa, I'm having a trim run away. Now, that's not the trim actually running away. It is when the, like, it's kind of what happened on the Boeing 737 MAX, where it trims the nose down and kills the passengers. This airplane just somehow tilted the nose down all the way and nearly killed everybody. Gear up. Speed checked. Flaps 1. Ah, and we're flying by hand now. That's kind of nice. And speed checked. Flaps up. There we go. Wonderful. So, let's just go ahead and also already say, we're leaving your frequency at talking to departure. Bye-bye. Itaro 001. So we want 130.9055, which is going to be some Italian guy screaming Scatino kind of situation. So what is it? 055, I think. I'm just going to auto tune it. 9055. Departure, good day. Itaro 001, 3,300 feet, climbing to 4,000 feet.
Itaro 001, radar contact, 4 south of Marina de Campo Airport at 3200 feet. Marina de Campo QNH 1014, climb 10,000, turn right, heading 340, direct dock me when able, then own navigation.
Turn right heading 340,
Joseph
climb
claims
1,000 feet, QNH
£1.99.
1016.4.
Prove to show it's
Itaro 001.
live.
Proof to show it's live. Shut up.
Buongiorno, Marina di Campo, QNH 1014, climb 18,000.
Climb 18,000 now. Itaro 001. So, we are still climbing. We're climbing very slowly. I wonder why that is. We're at 180 knots. I mean, we're climbing, okay.
001, contact Rome radar on 132.525.
120.525. Bye-bye, Itaro 001. What I'm a little bit confused by, and we're still flying by hand, is how slow the airplane is, despite giving full power and despite being on relatively empty weight. I don't know. Can you tell them it's actually live? Shut up now. I need to concentrate. We're still in the middle of departure.
Can you tell them it's actually
Anyway,
live?
340 is what we want. So just keep turning. We're kind of overflying the island nicely. We have taken off. That's the start. And no, the flaps aren't set. This airplane just is very slow. That's kind of weird. We're on radar. Good day. Itaro 001, 8,000 feet, climbing to flight level 180. Wonderful. Now, we haven't really set up the QNH, because we should do that now. 1014.
001, Rome radar identified. Good morning, Marina di Campo, QNH 1014.
Sawyer Rosenstein donated $2. Got a manual trim.
All right,
Trim
I can
arrow
manually
goes in
trim.
speed
That's
arrow.
fine. Thank you very much for letting me know. Anyway, we are now about to hit 9,000 feet. We could turn off the landing lights if I turned them on. Well, that's fine. Anyway, let's turn on the autopilot finally. You know, it's about time. We are going to now climb to 180. So we're going to do flight level change, and we're going to try to, like, speed up a little bit. How fast can we go now? We can set up for sure now. We're nicely climbing. This airplane is nicely now increasing in speed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly get into the flight plan page, route page, I think, and dock me. This is very interesting. This is very different to other Airbuses, this airplane, you have to say. Let's go direct to the waypoint of dock me. Right there.
Dear guests,
Execute.
the use of approved electronic
Yes,
devices
touchscreen.
is now permitted.
And now I can get to the
Our
nav
cabin
mode
service will
on.
begin shortly.
Great.
Thank you for choosing ITA Airways for your journey today.
Hey, this is looking good. This is looking good. We're now, you know, starting to speed up a little bit. This is still the island of Elba that we just departed out of.
Level 360, report level.
Climb 360 to report level, Itaro 001. So we're now climbing to 360. It's kind of not needed that much anymore. Anyway, this is the island of Elba, which is actually the island that Napoleon was held in exile. And since it's so close to the mainland, he was able to very quickly escape his exile, which is why they ended up sending him off to the St. Helena Island, which, if you actually are a plane enthusiast, only recently kind of built their own airport, and it sucks. Anyway, things are looking good. We're now flying here. We've got a touchscreen here. It's a relatively short flight. Our top of climb, though, is quite soon, in around, let's say, 20 miles. I don't quite believe that, but hey, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Mr. Airplane. Somehow this airplane doesn't really climb as quickly as I would have thought. It's not a Concorde. We're still like, I mean, we're flying quick now. We're at Mach 0.6. That's okay for 12,000 feet. But this plane doesn't really, it's not like crazy. But everything is looking good. We can check out some of the things this airplane does, because this obviously, I mean, it's unique. That's why this airplane took so long to develop, because it's unlike anything else that we've ever seen for the flight sim. There's doors here. Oh, traffic. No, it's an overspeed warning that we got. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. Now just climb now. Okay? Go full power and climb nicely. Good. Now, the door here, door alert system. We've got our electrical system. We can see the direct current and the alternating current buses. So, that's kind of cool. To the temperatures and the amperes and the voltages. We can see the kVA. I see. Recently I did electrotechnic exam, so I know about all this stuff. kVA is power. It basically is watts in a alternating current. It's kilovolt amperes. Why am I talking like this? Anyway, probably is wrong actually as well. Anyway, fuel. We've got fuel on board. Good. Hydraulics. It's good. Got 3,000 PSI. Avionics. We can test the lamps. We don't care. Info. Previously acknowledged. Nothing. CB. What does that even mean? Bus. Oh, that's the circuit breaker. This airplane is the first airplane, I think, to really have like a digital circuit breaker board. Can we like pull circuit break? Yes, we can actually pull circuit breakers electronically. That's crazy. That's something that I've never seen before. See, we have a little circuit breaker panels. Now, PALs don't operate these on the daily occurrence, but if, for example, the autopilot messes up, you just pull the autopilot circuit breaker. We probably shouldn't do that, but like, you know what I mean? Or like when there is like a landing light on fire, put out the landing light, right? And here you do like the rest of it. You do it like here, and that's kind of cool. Like if the printer messes up, you can disconnect the power of the printer by pulling it out digitally. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Location. Oh, so it's sorted by location now. ADS or whatever it is. Like that's for example this what 737 Max pilots should have done. Like pull the CBs on the ECAM. No, not the ECAM. The MCAS system. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm talking about. That's crazy. I've never seen that. Wow. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what we're dealing with. We've got good tire pressure. We're now reaching the top of climb quite soon. We're at 16,000 feet. Wow, we're giving in full power, and the best you can do is 1,200 feet per minute. Seriously? I know turboprop planes that have a better climb performance than that. What's wrong? What's wrong with you, little airplane? I generally don't get it. But we're climbing nicely. And we can already release the passengers. Yes, release the passenger sides. Release them. Jump around. If that's something you would want to do. And it's crazy. What the hell's wrong with this airplane's performance? We're climbing very, very slowly. But
Itaro 001, expect the Volgara 6 Lima arrival. Prepare to descend in roughly 15 minutes. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word.
expect Vogel 6 arrival and descend soon. Itaro 01. All right, this is already our arrival into our arrival airport. We are now over the Mediterranean Sea. We can see in front of us mostly ocean, but I can also see France.
Expect the localizer Charlie approach into Lugano. Verify information, Charlie.
Hold on. I definitely want the IGS, which is that one, which is the crazy one. I don't want the localizer approach. So let me just go ahead and talk to him in a second. I definitely need to redo that. We want the Vogel 6 Lima. There we go. Execute. And what about the actual runway? Itaro 01 acknowledged. Request GPS 01 approach into runway 01 if runway 01 is active. Because, like, how am I supposed to hear information from here? Like, I'm not able to listen into ATIS from here. We're way too far away. Like, give me at least that.
Arrow 001, runway 01 is active. Expect the localizer Charlie runway 1 approach.
No, request the GPS 1 approach. I don't want to use the localizer. I just hate localizer approaches. I want the GPS 1.
Arrow 01, expect the GPS 1 approach runway 1 into Lugano.
Yes, the GPS or IGS 1 approach into Lugano. Thank you very much. It's Harrow 01. So we're going to do a nice GPS approach. Vectors. No, maybe Caldo. Maybe not. We don't need it. We're going to fly straight in here. So perfect. Execute. Done. We are set. We are ready. And this is good. We've got the VOG. And yep, this is all of the waypoints of the GPS 1. We can definitely clear out the Pinnock right there. So clear that. How do I delete stuff? That's something that I still haven't figured out. How do I delete stuff here on the flight plan? Delete. I cannot really click on it. Because that means there's double Pinnock in here. Cancel. Clear. Oh, delete. I mean, I think I can do it like this. Yes. And then I can delete the flight plan discontinuity. So direct from Pinnock to Caldo, which I don't know where that is, but we can take a look into the charts. IGS runway 01. So Pinnock and then Caldo. This is going to be our wonderful steepest approach in the world, by the way. Not kidding. I mean, it says, okay, this says 3 degrees, but it's like 4.28 degrees of an approach, which is crazy. Anyway, execute that. We are perfect, and not really. We're not really able to climb very well at all. And this is honestly where I'm wondering, like, about, like, I'm not really doubting my piloting, like me doing something wrong at this point, because it's obvious. This airplane is giving in full power. We've got no active spoilers or flaps, which wouldn't happen anyway. Right? Why? Because in real life... Wait, hold on. Was there some flight sim bug? No, never mind. Anyway, we're running full power. We've got no drag. This airplane still ascends at 800 feet per minute. Is that normal? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is. Maybe it is normal. There are some, like the modern, like the A350-900 on its economy climb mode, really climbs slowly. But we're not really on economy climb mode at all. We're running at full power. We're burning 1,800 fuel per minute. Per hour, sorry. 1,800 kilos per hour. Per engine. We only got 5 tons on board in that, you know. We're down by 7% fuel. So... it's gonna be interesting. Anyway, we're looking good. We are far from cruise out. What did I want to do? I don't have anything else to do. Our time about descent is in 10 minutes. We're gonna descend in 10 minutes. Down here we've got closing in the Italian coast. If you're curious, we're close to the Genoa city though, which apparently is really ass. Because it's just like industrial harbor stuff. You know, but we're, yeah, so everything's good. Yeah, we're gonna arrive in 17 minutes according to our speed. I mean, I can already see the Alpine Mountains, so I cannot wait to do everything well on a beautiful landing on this beautiful airplane. So yeah, I'm happy. So let's do a giveaway again. Okay, fair enough. I'm pretty sure I played it in 2022. What? Not this plane. This plane is new. So, shut up. Alp Mountains. He's gonna overspeed the heck out of those flaps. Everything not to mention. No, it's fine. If you're worried about the ability for this airplane to do a very steep approach, we're about to do, by the way. Yeah, don't doubt that. It's gonna definitely work out well. Anyway, here on this moving map, which I cannot actually move now. Because here I have it in plan mode. Here it's in like a sort of like a cursor mode. That's kind of cool. We can see this is our top. Oh, we can click on it. Oh, that's so cool. That's our VOG, VOR here. Now, so our top of climb is here. I think we've already exceeded our top of descent. Well, who cares? It's going to be a steep thing. Frying those brakes, maybe. Does this plane open any external app like Phoenix? I don't think it does, for the most part. So I think isn't it available for consoles already? Or am I being stupid? I don't know. I mean, this plane would be amazing for flying on console because once again, it's so easy going. You don't like need to click that many buttons. It's like 1, 2, 3, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons to get all engines started. No kidding. Batteries, APU bleed automatically turns on. This airplane automatically aligns itself. So I could, it gets its INS position. And then the engine starters, boom, it's 5 buttons. So like, that's very convenient. That's nice. Anyway, we are literally, I don't know why this airplane is so sluggish. This is the slowest ascend I've ever seen, 600 feet per minute. Maybe it's realistic. I don't know. Like these modern planes, sometimes they can be very economic, which doesn't really make sense. We're burning very much fuel at the moment. But I'm glad the engines are not blowing up, which is normal with the Pratt & Whitney 1500G that we're running. Anyway, I'm kind of waiting now to just like start descending because we need to do that anyway. I mean, our destination is in 114 nautical miles. We're good. Yeah, we're totally fine. I cannot wait to do a nice landing though. So, Wes, do you think the A220 will be the replacement of the A320? Yeah, could be. Well, I think the engine troubles are really an issue. And other than that, I mean, look, this plane won't be able to replace an A320 for the most part because it just cannot fit the people. Unless they decide to make this airplane unusually long. But this airplane is like narrow body. Like this plane is like significantly smaller than the A320. I mean, you can see 3 row by 2. 3 by 2 abreast seating. Just, that won't really be able to replace the A320. Maybe the A319 though. Problem is, this plane is so different to the A320 series that operators that have the rest of the A320s, like Lufthansa for example, they have so many A320 series type aircraft, and recertifying the whole crew, maintenance, and pilots to a whole new airplane which speaks a different language, having to learn Spanish basically, it's just going to be an issue. And like,
descend via Voguera 6 Lima to 6000 into Lugano. Lugano is currently using north operations. QNH 1015.
6,000 feet descent via Fogo 6 Lima. QNH 1015. It's 001. No, what I'm saying is Swiss Airlines, who has this plane, is regretting having bought this plane because it has so many engine issues and it's just kind of not compatible with the rest of the Airbus stuff. You know what I mean? It's a very different plane. Anyway, let's go and descend 6,000 feet. So, we haven't even reached cruise altitude. We've barely reached it, by the way. We're at 24,000 feet. But we can, I guess, engage flight level change mode and the airplane will nicely descend. It's slowing down the engine automatically. And so, having dialed everything in, everything is beautiful. Let's get the Fogo 6 Lima. We want to be at flight level 090 quite soon. Let's go ahead and get this map here on the overlay. We want to be at 090 relatively soon, actually. But we're descending like crazy. This airplane feels like there's just like a stone attached to it. We're descending like 4,400 feet per minute. Yet we cannot even climb properly like at all. This doesn't make any sense. This plane must be buggy. This cannot be real. But this plane cannot descend at 4,000 feet. Like, we're not having the spoilers out, by the way. Nothing at all. Not landing gear, nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not sensible. Anyway, we want 9,000 feet first. We're going to reach 9,000 feet and then descend to 6,000 feet nicely. We don't need to descend this quickly, dude. Like, what are you doing? Let's turn on VS mode. We need like, these passengers must be like thinking we're crashing. This is like an emergency descent. Right. Something I don't like is that this doesn't really have a cursor system. So we don't really see. Whoops. Sorry. I messed up. I messed up a lot. What is wrong with the map? It's still there. It's just kind of broken. Okay, there you go. It's all good. So, what is our bottom of descent? Why cannot we see it? Like, that's annoying. Airbus has this feature where you can see where you're descending to. I know this is like me just being extremely nerdy at the moment. But like, where is the bottom of descent? Why doesn't it have this? Well. Maybe it does have it. I'm just completely stupid. It does have overlay. VSD? Nah. Maybe we could use that. Symbol. Oh, nearest airport. There we go. Altitude selected. NDBs. Yeah, we can finally make this. Oh my god. That's a lot of waypoints. Let's not do that. Why intersections? There we go. ETA speed out is probably useful. We are kind of off course because I've turned off the nav. We need to do that very much now. Do that, please, now. There we go. Anyway, we should be at 9,000 feet soon. We're actually not really making it. It's fine. It's gonna be just fine. Not very fun fact. That is a fact. If you destroy all of your hydraulics, you will get better performance. Wait, so when you turn off the hydraulics, it just works better, like in terms of like it being more realistic? I don't know. That would be crazy. That would be simply insane. Anyway, everything's good. Here is actually our banana of bottom of descent. It's fine. We'll definitely be able to manage it. It's totally fine. So we're good. This airplane is still descending. We're on course now. So everything is good. We're then flying directly to the Malpensa VOR. I think the Malpensa airport won't be far. Which rhymed, actually. That's very funny. It's going to be an interesting arrival, though. That's for sure. But all we kind of need to know, we can switch over charts at this point, is that we should be at 6,000 feet by the time we reach the Malpensa. And then afterward, it's all about landing the plane and surviving. So, yeah. Anyway, everything is good. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Crew, what do you think about this plane?
The aircraft is performing well.
No, it's not.
Passengers are settling in for descent. Ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning our descent toward our destination. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened.
Oh, wow. See, that was the Say Intentions AI. Cabin crew, check out Say Intentions in the video description. I mean, my whole channel at this point is Say Intentions glazing, but it's just neat. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, shut up. Stop complaining. Anyway, look, we've got tons of waypoints here, and that's where we're going to be arriving. And look at them being interactive. 121.14. Ciao. It's Arizona 1. 121.14. Okay. Let's tune that. 121.14. Now that's kind of like a drawback, at least for flight sim usage, that they don't have a keypad for actually entering the frequencies, but you actually like literally tune it by, you know, turning the knob. 121.14 it was, right? I should be a little bit more focused on what I'm doing. 1.4, yeah. Okay, 1.4. Milano Center, good day. Itero 001, flight level, 11,000 feet. I reckon QNH 1015 descending to 6,000 feet. And let's start slowing down. Which will be very appreciated. Was that him? Sir, fix your radio. I heard your 0x5. Itero 001. Classic. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Itero 001 negative. Squawk remains 3517. Maintain current transponder code.
Disregard. Itero 01. Roger. Anyway, we've got 10,000 feet. Coming up, and let's go and turn on the landing lights. We are a little bit behind on descent, but that's totally fine. This plane apparently drops out of the skies anyway, so no one really cares, right? So, we are nicely flying above the Italian north. As you would have probably guessed. 900,000 feet. Everything's good. I cannot wait to do a beautiful landing. Egypt Air and Iraqi Air. That's not me. Egypt Air and Iraqi Airways retired the Airbus A220 due to the engine issues. Do you think the engine issues will get fixed in future variant? I don't know what the issues are exactly, to be honest. It's just that I know that the engine sucked and is very unreliable and tends to blow up, has tons of like bleed issues that I don't really know even where they come from especially. So I really don't know. Oh, you can tune the radio by keypad on the CNS page.
Sawyer Rosenstein donated $2. You can tune radio by keypad on CNS page.
1 bye-bye, Tower 01. 075. But we should get ready for the arrival. And let's keep descending actually, 6,000 feet. There we go, vertical speed mode. We want to lose 2,000. We can lose 1,000 feet per minute, it's fine. So, 135.075 is what we want, and it just takes forever, but it's fine. 075. And it's like the worst thing is like the refresh rate on Microsoft Flight Sim is very bad. Milan Radar, good day. A220 1, 8,000 feet, descending to 6,000 feet.
At Mr. 23RD6 donated $2.
Hello. Thank you guys so much for your donations. That's actually really, really nice of you. Thank you very much. I highly appreciate it. So, 1015. And, yeah, we're looking good. Let's go ahead and close in on the range here a little bit. And there's a lot of stuff going on here. Right, but everything's looking good. We should be arriving. What is our current time? I think it's funny how this plane has, like, tons of, like, Zulu time, like, indicators here, but no actual current time. But it's just fine. It seems like we're a little bit off, like not on course, but we are. Oh, we aren't actually. We're kind of like side of it for some reason. I don't really know why, but everything's looking good. Maybe there was like proper crosswind, but it doesn't seem like it. It doesn't show it. Oh, we have like a little bit of tailwind, in fact. Everything's good. Nick, here's a video to try of flying the A350 1000 ULR longer than Airbus did. Flying non-stop for 25 hours. Actually, that's an idea that I will do. You're actually brilliant for suggesting that. Honestly, nice idea. I will do that tomorrow. I will fly like 25-hour route. Though, yes, by the way, the longest flight record has just been broken by Airbus, having flown 24 hours and 24 minutes actually. From what was it, Auckland to some place. But like in a very, okay, I flew for 24 hours and 24 minutes. I need suggestions now. Where do you guys want me to fly then? What kind of route do you guys want me to do? That'll be roughly longer than 25 hours. We could definitely fly around the world. No. But no, sorry. Flying around the world probably takes like 48 hours-ish. All I know is that last year we did a flight from New Zealand to Europe because that was an antipode, which, as you might know, is what happens when you basically you dig a hole through the world and come back on the other side. If you do that in Europe, you will, in some parts of Europe at least, I think it was Gibraltar where we started off or landed at. If you do that in Gibraltar, you end up in Auckland, New Zealand. So it's an antipode. So we need a bit of a longer route than that. Where do you guys want me to fly? Fly to Antarctica. Well, yeah, well, where from, though? What could be a really long flight that we could do? I think the Auckland flight that we did, the antipode flight, you know, which is halfway around the world, was like 23 hours-ish. But that was on the A350-900 and not the 1000, the new one that can fly even longer for no reason at all. Fly to North Korea. Funny. Your nav mode isn't on. Oh, so we're flying heading? Right. Brilliant. Good stuff. We've been flying heading the whole time. That's good to know, because we're about to do an IGS upgrade. Right, so let's go and quickly press on route, and we want to be at this, what is this, BBC? What is this? No, MMP. Where is that to be found? MMP. MMP. And that's where we want to go direct to MMP. Yes, execute. And then we're nicely on the flight plan again. Right. Fly to Santos Dumont. Nah. Fly from New York to Ohio. Oh, that's funny. Maybe halfway around the world. Try Tokyo to Sao Paulo. Sounds long, but isn't really. That's just a little trip through the Pacific. You know what I mean? Like the South Pacific. Lisbon to Auckland. It's almost 25 hours. Fair enough. Fly from North Pole to South Pole. I could. Traffic. Oh, disregard. No more traffic. He died. Well, here's Milano. Well, this is actually Malpensa.
Traffic at your 12 o'clock, 5 miles. At 5,000 A319.
Roger. Not in sight. Terrace is one. So 12 o'clock means right in front of us. Wherever the hell that is. See, at 5,000 feet, as long as he is not descending or ascend, no, as long as he's not ascending, descending is fine. I don't see him at all. Do you see him? No. I swear, if Alaska to the South Pole, maybe something like that. I don't know how long of a trip that is. After all, like, the Earth is not especially, like, flying like this. The Earth is not this, but it's rather this, right? And flying down like that would be quite a different distance. Like, this is North Pole, this is South Pole, the geographical ones. Flying like that would be interesting. You know? Or maybe flying all the way around like that. So, like, fly literally around the world like that. It would be, I mean, we could start up in Europe, and basically, we could cross the entirety of North Africa, cross the entirety of the South Pole. I'm being confused. If you were to fly, wait, what happens when we fly like this? There's a South Pole. And then we end up in, oh, never mind, it doesn't work like that. If we were to fly like that, we wouldn't end up, like, the end of the world isn't here. We would end up here in Asia. Or, yeah, here. We would fly down like this, because, you know, the Earth is, after all, not a map. It's just a model of it. We would fly like that. We would fly like the mouse cursor. We would fly down, basically here. Boom, 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 boom. And then we came up again, sort of here. So it is a very long flight, actually. That's not very possible. Yeah, and then we have the North Pole. So, like, flying around the world is not going to happen.
11 miles from Caldo. Maintain present heading. Descend altitude 4,740 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the localizer. Charlie runway 1 approach.
Terrace 1, clear localizer, runway 1 approach. Descent 4,700 feet. Terrace 1. Okay, we're slowing down now. Lugano is in front of us. Let's see what that looks like. Sorry, that was genuinely brain rot. Alright, so. Is this already our approach? I don't know. Well, let's find out, I guess. Speed check landing gear down. Speed check flaps 1. We can slow down. Why is this in Mach mode? What's going on? Oh, that's the landing gear down. That landing gear coming down that I hear. It's fine. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now arriving.
001, contact Lugano Tower on 120.25.
120.25. E-Tars is 1. Bye-bye. 120.25. So we're coming in for final approach. So airplane's sort of dolphining around. That's not good. Lugano Tower, good day. Terra 001, IGS, final approach, runway 01. Okay, we can armor the approach mode, I think, already. So, where do we do that? Approach mode. There we go. So, it should be able to descend on its own. Maybe not that much, you stupid idiot. Why is it descending now? We haven't caught the glide slope. Anyway, we want the... Why is this in Mach? There you go. We want 130 knots. We want flaps 2, flaps 3, 4, 5 as possible. And like that. We want this. Perfect. I think this is automatic. Let's set the auto brakes to high. Oh, I've put the landing gear up again.
2,500.
Check. This is the runway. We're very high. That's normal. Don't worry. Don't think I'm an idiot. Tower, hello? Terra 001 for 5,000 feet, final approach. Runway 01. Okay, we're looking perfect. Is there anything else I want to do? Maybe do not disconnect the paddles.
Tower 001, Lugano Tower, runway 01, wind 010 at 4, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 01. Terra 01. So, we're good. We're totally fine. Approach mode is on after all. So I think it's good. We are now using GPS. Check. FPA is, I guess, approach mode? I'm just kind of like monitoring what this airplane is doing in terms of the autopilot. Maybe we should, because this airplane is about to descend very quickly. So we should maybe get the spoilers down. Slow down, plane. What is this airplane doing? That was a weird altitude jump, like glide slope jump. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, this airplane cannot catch it on its own. So, all good though. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to do this. Autopilot disconnect, my plane. That's a very annoying noise. But everything is good.
1,000.
We've got the autopilot disconnected. This airplane is confused as to what in the world is this? That's not at all what the approach looks like. Doesn't matter, we've got very good visibility. We're clear to land. I think we don't need to like set up the spoilers. No, that just makes them deploy. Right, I think they automatically deploy. So everything is good. Let's go ahead and disconnect also the auto throttle. So it's fully my airplane. We need to descend maybe a little bit more. Actually, no, we're good. Like a little nice descend after all this plane kind of falls out of the skies very nicely.
Runway
Flaps
1.
are all the way down. Approaching runway 1 checked. And yeah. Also, we can always go around.
Right, Captain.
Exactly.
We're all set for landing on runway 01.
Sorry, I
Just
just talked to
remember,
ATC.
1 is the loneliest number, but it's also the one we're landing on.
Ah, that was the co-pilot, the AI co-pilot, which is a little bit crazy. Anyway, I'm kind of like ground proximity. It's fine. That's literally the point of landing. That's what we're doing. So we've got 4 whites. That's normal. It's just that this approach is really, really steep after all. So we're gonna catch it in a second. Already pull up a little bit. Keep the speed where it's at.
400.
And we finally got GPWS calls, which is very appreciated. Okay, a little too high again.
Glide slope.
I got it.
200. 100.
A fucking autopilot alert.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Alright. What in the world is these landing physics? Either way, everything good. Let's go ahead and get the reverse thrust activated. And everything is good. The reverse thrust works, and we're able to come to a nice stop. My plane again, no auto braking at all. And it's time to reverse.
Tower 001, taxi to ground parking is at your discretion. Stay with me.
Parking is at my discretion. Stay on frequency. Hit Terra 0.
Lakes and stunning mountains,
Alright.
making it a popular destination for
Oh look,
outdoor
train!
enthusiasts.
I didn't know they had trains in the Microsoft
Thank you for
flights.
flying with ITA Airways today.
Since when did
Please
they have
remain
trains?
seated until we reach our final
Well, I don't
parking
mind.
position.
But what I do mind is like the landing. Yes, it was kind of like I felt like the GPWS callouts. Maybe they were like a little bit early, but that was alright. It's just like the flaring was kind of ruined by this airplane's like compatibility, like optimization, I should call it rather, to my PC. Let's actually just go full power on our left engine, because otherwise this is going to be, I can't actually set up the drop. Okay, this thing doesn't really taxi very well at all. Let's take a look at a replay mode in a second of what this landing looked like. I can't believe this. Little cheeky cheating here. God, even in a slew mode, this airplane is completely laggy. Anyway, can we? Question mark. Can we? Yes, we can actually. All right, that's not bad. It's just that like doing a 180 is where this airplane will not perform well at all. But that's okay. We kind of did it. Looks like I missed the whole stream. No problem, sir. No problem. Let's take a look at a landing executed by the Swiss 01. We're just going to quickly get ourselves here somewhere. And let's take a look now at a nice replay, ladies and gentlemen. What does this landing look like? The airplane flared weirdly. Like, especially towards the end of it all. Like, it's sort of like, I don't know what happened. So let's take a look at what happened, actually. So, this is us coming in for landing, looking quite promising so far. And, yeah, it is very steep, once again. Quite hard to make a smooth landing here, to be honest. A little bit late, and I kind of like, boom, slashed it down onto the runway. I think that worked. To be honest, that worked, everybody. And now, okay, what is this? Ah, this is, oh, now that spawns us onto the... Oh, that's kind of annoying because it stops recording whenever we don't move. Everybody, this... Let's just stop her right here. You know what I mean? It's totally fine. Everybody, this has been an amazing stream on the A220. There are some things that I find a bit weird about it. In terms of how it flies, like... why is it so slow? Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Maybe I'm the one in the wrong, really. That could genuinely be. But other than that, enjoyable plane, and it is a very, very relevant plane as well. Chances are you have flown on it in real life, and it would have been a shame to never have a flight sim model of it. It was an interesting journey, learning the language of Canadian, because this plane basically is Canadian. I mean, you know, no Airbus would have, you know, an emergency exit door in the cockpit on the roof. Only Bombardier does that, because it's Bombardier. You know. So, thank you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll go to sleep now. See you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye.